Hi everyone, welcome back to
The Purpose Cooker. I'm Lexi.
And I'm Erica.
And today we are continuing on with cuffing season part 3.
So how we decided to do this is because we were just thinking like just our normal like girl talk, and we were like, but if we were cuffed, what exactly will we be looking for?
What is it?
What does a godly Christian woman want in a man?
What a girl wants, what a girl needs, whatever can sets me free. I'm thanking you for giving it to me.
What a girl wants, what a girl needs.
Somebody says that they're crazy like you. I don't know the way.
So yeah, we just wanted to talk about like what would we be looking for in a mate.
Oh yes. Should I start or should you start?
I think you want to go. I think you need to go.
Okay, so
I think you need to go.
when we were thinking about this, I've been putting together my list of what I would like in a man, in a godly man, not just any man, but a godly man. And the first thing I have, of course, would be a relationship with Jesus Christ, because
Lord and Savior.
Yes. Because that's the most important thing. Like at the end of the day, like I just really want a man that knows the Lord, loves the Lord, and not only that, but like he goes to church, he serves in the church, and like lately I just wanted him to like serve in like the highest capacity, like whatever I know, whatever that may look like. But yes, that's my number one. Let's see. When I was thinking, look at me that way. When I was thinking about it, I told her earlier I wanted an Ephesians 5 man, and she was like, "What do you mean by that?"
And then I was like, "Let me pull up the verse. I was like, Ephesians 5, because everybody's like, I want
this kind of mad.
Well, no, like they're like a Proverbs. Was it Proverbs 31 woman?
Oh yeah,
a Proverbs.
A Titus 2.
Yeah, like there's all these like and I was like, an Ephesians 5 man. Okay, we about to coin it. And then I read the verse. I was like, oh, yeah, okay,
yes.
yeah.
If I could pull it up, let's see. Maybe we're going to have to come back to that because it's not pulling up for me. But yes, Ephesians 5:25 through 33. So if you have your Bible, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, here we go. I got it. So Ephesians 5:25. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by the washing with the water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church without stain or wrinkle or any other blemish, but holy and blameless. I could keep going on, but I think you guys get the picture. So when I looked at this and I was reading Ephesians, I was like, yeah, like not only do I want my man to like, serve the church, know the Lord, but I want him to like speak the word over my life. Like if I'm going through anything, even if I'm not going through anything, just throughout the day, just like pray over me and just speak God's promises like over my life. So I want Ephesians 5:25 man. Okay. And then, so that's number one. Number two, I know. Do you want to go for number one? Or
No,
keep going? Okay, so
go through your list.
I'm just going to give you guys a short list because then it gets really specific and anywho. So then number two is I want him to know what his purpose and his plan is. So like
full on know his purpose and plan?
Yes, like what God told him, like just the overall picture.
So you don't want anybody who's trying to figure that out.
That's what I was about to say.
Okay,
so,
I'm like, okay.
So I'm still trying to figure out completely.
Yeah, that's how I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I know like what God has called me to do. I know what my purpose is, but I don't know what every single little baby step is to get there. But what I mean by have a purpose and a plan, like if God called you to be a teacher, then okay, great. Like I know you're going to be a teacher. We know like, okay, that's the direction. Or if he's called you to be a doctor, okay, great. Like you're called to be a doctor. You're going to walk that out, but not necessarily know the baby steps to get there. Like that's okay. As long as you know, like, what you're called to do and what you're...
I'm going to throw a monkey wrench in there for you.
See.
So do you care what their profession is, or do you care what their calling is? Because the two don't always coincide.
Right.
You could be called to do a lot of different things, but your profession could be completely different.
Right.
So what if they're called, they know they want to do ministry, but maybe it's not ministry full time. Mm-hmm. And their jobs are just kind of a means to support the ministry. But they don't, but career wise, they're not satisfied. They don't know what they want to do.
And that's fine, but because you know what you're called to do. Okay. And along with that is your fruit of what your life is.
So what if sorry guys, I gotta poke holes at this.
She's testing me on my list, y'all.
I gotta poke holes at this. Because this is gonna make sense why I'm poking holes at this, because then when you hear my list, you're gonna laugh. So
here she go.
You're gonna laugh about this. But anyways, so they know. So what if they are seeking God diligently? What if they're in a season where they're seeking God diligently, but they have not heard from God? He's not revealed their calling yet, or their purpose. What if they meet you and they're inspired by you, but they don't know what their purpose or their calling is yet. But they love the Lord. They're serving. Mm-hmm. They're trying to figure out, what God has in store for them, but they just don't have it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. If everything else is okay on the list, then I could,
I'm just saying because there are certain life cycles that we're in where, maybe they thought they were supposed to do one thing, and God has completely changed that plan for them, and so they're trying to figure it out. But they're serving, they're doing all the right things. They just don't really know exactly.
That's real.
So what you should be saying is you want a person who is diligently seeking the Lord.
Yes, submitted unto the Lord, which was going to be actually a part of my next thing.
Okay.
So, submitted unto the... So when I say have a relationship with Jesus, that kind of goes into that. Because when you have a relationship with Jesus, you're submitted unto the Lord and you listen to what he says. You're able to lead. You're able to hear God's voice and call for your life. So you know exactly what he is telling you to do.
Or you'll be ready when he does reveal exactly what it is.
Yes.
Because maybe you don't know yet. But
not necessarily know the call for your life if you don't. But at least you have a relationship with God to the point where you're listening to him and you're walking side by side with him.
You're in position.
Yes.
You're in position.
Yes.
To receive it once he tells you it.
Yes. And then for number 3, I don't know if I said it, able to lead. Sometimes I just feel like I could just, unfortunately, just walk over man really easy. And I just want a man to just lead me. Like, I get tired of just being like, oh, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. Mm-hmm. No, like, I want you to just lead me, and I just follow. But in order for me to, like, follow you, I have to know that you're a good leader. Kind of like what Erica was saying in the other episodes. I don't know, was it 1? It was daddy issues.
Even daddy issues.
Yeah.
One of our other conversations.
Yes. Yeah. Go back to listen to daddy issues to talk about, like, men leading. But yes, I want my future husband to be able to lead me. Number 4, have a good relationship with his family and friends, because that tells me, specifically with, like, your mom and your family and your parents, because that tells me what kind of person you are. Like, if you're a good person to your friends, if you're a good person to your family, that shows me what you're going to be in the future. So the fruits of your life. Number 5. So I want him to be funny. I'm really corny and goofy, and I want to be able to laugh with my future spouse. Like, I don't want to just be laughing at my own jokes. Like, I want you to make me laugh too. So I want you to be funny, and I want him to be cute and swaggy. Okay. Yes. I've already talked to the Lord about this. I'm like, Lord, like, I don't want to marry some, like, geeky, nerdy, like, non-swagless. Like, you know what I think of? Love Don't Cost a Thing, where come on, like, I don't want to be Christina Milian trying to change him into, like, I don't want to have to do that, but, like, I want him to, come already.
Like, that's one of the attributes that, I need him to already.
Whoa. I want him to already be like got a little swag for the Lord, you know, a little Christian thug, you know. I don't know. God knows. He knows that I want like a man with some swag. Anywho, so for number 7, I said, you know what? I want him to also be a gentleman and a manly man. Like, what I mean by gentleman, like open my doors, like just like a good like Southern gentleman. I don't know if you could find that in California, but a Southern gentleman and also a manly man. Like, you gonna fix things, you gonna like, you know,
This list
change my tire, like get dirty. And like, that sounds a little wrong. But
The things that you have, no, but the things that you have on your list, I'm like, I don't even think about, but keep going. Y'all gonna laugh at my list, I'm telling you.
The funny thing about this isn't all, but I'm just giving you guys.
I don't think I've ever heard your list before, and this is actually quite insightful.
I know, it progressively gets more interesting, but
I was just like, what? Okay.
I know.
I mean, I'm not saying they're abnormal things. It's just like stuff that I just literally don't think of. But go ahead.
You know, I just wanted to be a manly man, like just like, you know, just a manly man. And then number 8, kind of going along with the manly man, like I want you to be my future husband to be like an outdoorsy type of person, because I'm like a tom girl. Like, I want to live on like a ranch, like this huge like country farmhouse ranch with like horses and all kind of animals, and I want you to be out there too with like all the land and all that stuff, just like a manly man, right? And then, but I also want you to enjoy the finer things, because I'm also really girly, so I get rough and dirty and stuff, but I also like to get all nice and dressed up and put on my makeup and like, you know, all the cute stuff. So I want you to like the finer things as well. So
low key, Lexi, this started to sound like a Hallmark movie. Like, I'm like,
but it's true. Like,
this is a straight up Hallmark.
My life will be a Hallmark movie, you guys. Like,
oh my gosh.
I watch too much Hallmark.
Okay, because we're going into the holidays, and so she's already started the Hallmark movie.
It's
you know, Christmas
to look a lot like Christmas. Okay, my last one for you guys. It goes.
So
I know it's a little longer, but I'll just leave that 10 for you guys. So last one, kind of goes along with the swaggy part, but you know, just to be a little specific. Oh no. Back to the other one, when I was talking about, because I wrote it down because I'm just all over the place. So when I was talking about like outdoorsy, like I also like you can wear Nikes, like you can wear tennis shoes, but then you could switch it up with some like Chelsea boots type of swag. You know what I mean? Like, you
this is so
like very specific. Okay, God knows my list. Okay,
bruh, this is actually really, this is about to be a solicitation for men. Like, this is about to be an ad solicitation. Like,
man,
we can like post this on like Christian Mingle, and
you know,
like then you could just be like, everyone message me who feed me.
If you fit this category, then you know.
Don't listen to her. Please don't do that. Don't do that. That is not what we're doing right now.
No, it's not. It's not.
That is not what we're doing, but like low key, I feel like I'm hoping that one day we can look back at this and be like, wow, God, you really like answer really answer some of these things that I thought these things were crazy. But go ahead. Keep
going. Last one is I want him to be really romantical. Okay, I know romantical is not a word, but you know, I want flowers and like little cute notes and like just little cute things, like just thinking of you, you know.
Okay.
Like romantical. Okay. Yes, I'm making up a word, romantical. And that's all.
Wow.
Y'all don't judge me, okay? The Lord said He could do exceedingly and abundantly.
You about to use that verse for everything, aren't you?
I use it every day.
That's your staple.
Day.
That's your staple
exceedingly
verse.
And abundantly. That is the promise I am holding on to.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna let you guys know mine is not nearly that detailed. I genuinely just don't even. I'm more. I have a vision of like things, attributes, and things that I like, but the specifics, I don't have those down.
Don't draw me.
And I don't think that I ever really will. But I mean, there's some things where I'm like, I guess I could add those to my list, but I'm just kind of like, don't know. Like, I don't know. So I'm going to start with mine. Smart.
I forgot that one.
Super smart.
Oh.
Give me a run for my money smart.
Oh. Okay.
I like smart guys.
Yes.
Like real smart guys.
So like a scientist.
No, not kind of smart, but anyways, not like brainiac smart. Well, maybe.
I'm like, well,
anyways, I don't know. I like smart people. I like smart guys. I like guys that I feel like they might be smarter than me and wittier than me, or just as witty as me. You gotta be sarcastic.
Witty, yes.
But I like smart guys. I feel like all the things I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say because then.
No, you gotta say it now.
No, I'm not gonna say it because that's shady, and I'm not about to do that. But let me just say it's what I've been missing in my life. Anyways, a leader. Not weak. He has to be kind of like A-type because I'm A-type. Even though I don't know if that will work out for me very well.
A-type.
Since I'm an A-type.
No, I think you need an A-type.
But I can't deal with passive. I've been there, done that, and I can't do like. I need like strong.
Yes,
I can't do like docile. Like you kind of gotta.
This girl over here, she would be like, "What I tell you to do? Get your butt over here." She gonna be like, Norvin Rasputin. She gonna be
like I teeter.
She run over him.
I teeter between mama and girlfriend. Real like. You won't know if you have a mama or a girlfriend with me. So you need to be a man. Because you're going to be like, I didn't want a mama. Well, man up.
You better act like it.
Man up. Like, for real, nah, I'm serious. Like, like I'm okay when guys get, like, emotional and stuff. But, like, you cry too much, I'll be like, you better suck it up.
And I'm like, let's cry together.
I'm like, nah, because I don't even cry. Like, I'm the type of person, that's just me. So,
and I cry all the time.
So when somebody's crying, I'm like,
imagine us.
I'm like, do I touch your... Oh my god. Like some people be like, wow, he like opened up, it's really endearing. I'm like,
it's a little too soon.
I'm like, wow, shared more than I would like. No, I'm just kidding. That's bad, huh? Don't judge me. Enjoys evenings debating politics, road events, and our investment strategies. Loves social issues and will community organize if need be.
I'm not liking this voice right now. I'm so over you.
Knows the word inside and out.
Yes.
Might be a preacher or just really smart and loves God. Basically, I want Barack Obama and Martin Luther King.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That's what I'm getting at. Okay.
That's all.
I just basically want Martin Luther King and Barack Obama.
Oh.
Don't mind us. So basically, the last thing on my list.
A thug for Christ like me? Oh, I'm just kidding.
You said a what?
A thug for Christ.
Yeah, no, that wasn't really on my list. I'm not really into that. And of course, I also desire that he is cute.
Oh, yeah.
And why I desire that he's cute is because doesn't the Bible say?
What does it say?
Y'all gonna be like, wow, did she really use this verse like this? And yes, I did. Psalms 37. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and cultivate faithfulness. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in him, and he will do it.
I know. Won't he do it? So, yes, he will.
He said he will give you the desires of your heart. Now, I have to make this point really quick because my mind was blown one day because what I realized was some people will be like very, very particular and be like, oh, I need somebody who looks like this and be like really cute. And they said that they prayed to God, like for these people, like whoever their current spouses are, to be attractive. Now, I'm not saying this to be shady or be mean, but I think that when that verse applies perfectly because God only gives you the desires of your heart are only what he places there. So in other words, I feel that
make your case, girl.
He will change those lens, somebody that maybe wasn't your type or somebody that you wouldn't have thought was cute. I think that God be like, poof, like them.
It's your type.
And then you'll be like, wow, oh my God, like you're so cute. I kid you not. I really believe that. And I believe it has a lot to do with this verse too, because he does place he gives us those desires, because that's what this verse is saying. Like, we cannot say that God will give us the desires of our hearts, because it's basically like, if we delight in him, he will change our desires so that they glorify him, and he will satisfy those desires. So like, he gives us what he wants us to have. So, and I think the same will go for like whoever the significant other is. Right. So ultimately, like the list and things, I think it's important to kind of like know what you want so that you stay on track. But really, when it's all said and done, like, God's going to give you whoever he knows and believes is the best for you. And maybe it's not in the package at all that you think it's supposed to be in or look like, but I think he's going to, you're going to be attracted to them, you're going to like them, but it may not be what you expected, because
I hope he's fine at the end of the day, but okay, keep going.
It just may not be the fine that you're used to. He may be the finest thing.
Jesus, hear my cry.
He may be the finest thing in the world to you, but then your friends and everybody else might be like, wow, it's
that's
still
good. They don't need to be looking complete. At him.
See, you see where we're going with this.
You better be
anyways.
Fine for the Lord.
This has been the most hilarious conversation, and we should just title it Cuffing Season, actually, Diary of a Godly Christian Woman Seeking a Godly Christian Man, something along those lines. That'd be kind of funny, right?
That would be kind of funny. That'd be funny. Yeah.
Anywho, so I just hope you guys enjoyed this. This is just like a fun conversation. And I think a moral of the story, there's nothing wrong with, saying what you want, sticking to it, and in the waiting season, having fun and exploring the things that you think that you are looking for, and then praying for it. Praying that God will bless you with the things that you desire, because ultimately, he's going to have the final say.
Yep.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Yes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please be sure to tune in on the podcast. And we thank you guys all for watching and listening. And you will see us and hear from us on the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.